when I think we have to understand earlier on, Atta has mentioned the private injection into the listed coal on these two projects, Grand Iron Element and as well as Grand Iron Majestic. When we inject these two projects, our management has been making sure that the projects, when we inject in, it will always address the dilution issues. And true enough, after the injections, we make sure the profit accretive is actually reduced or increased, actually not reduced, not lead to a EPS dilution. So, for example, back in 2021, because of the injections, our revenue has actually increased about 1.7 times of, and also our net profit surged by 500%, while our share base is only enlarged by 70%. So the dilutions of EPS actually, we actually achieve a growth of 350% growth in EPS, and increase from 1.12 cents in 2020 to 5.14 cents in 2022. Actually, is a positive impact to our EPS in that sense. So we actually address the dilution effect. Generally, we look at this like a typical project financing. The bank will only provide fund us a margin financing of 80 to 85%. Okay, because no bank can finance us 100% of the bank borrowings. Therefore, we require some funds to be to sustain for the differential sum, which is the 20% to 15% differential sum. So in that sense, we may require some capital, our working capital. So all these fundraising exercise actually for our ongoing and our incoming projects. Like I say, the ongoing and upcoming projects are in Penang and our GIM in Pahang, Genting Highland. So this will be utilized for that purpose per se. And the sales proceeds from all these projects will be eventually used to pay down the borrowings, therefore reduce the dilution effect of the fundraising from the shareholder. Okay, let's talk about the short term. Like I say, every single projects we go for project financing. Other than that, if we short of funds, say 20% to 15% of differential difference, we go for either equity finance or debt financing or that kind of exercise. Typically, all these project financing eventually will be paid off by the sales proceeds. Okay, of course, without sales, we cannot be sustaining the business entirely. Okay, so this is on the short-term perspective. Okay, on long term, we actually are looking out for additional new projects injections, be it from the private side or be it from the public side. We will study and we'll go through, we make sure the project, once we check in, it will be sustainable, meaning in terms of, so these are the areas where we will look at before we address the capital needs of the group. Revenue grow, I think I shouldn't mention too much about revenue. Okay, in this instance, probably we look at estimated PAT profit after tax growth. We looking at the existing projects like Grand Iron Majestic we have in Genting Highland. We expect by the end of this year will be completed, and also partial completed in the end of this year and partial completed next year. We estimate the growth will be around about 20 to 30% growth target for these 2 years. So it is quite convincing growth because our sales already reach 70 to 80% sales target. Yeah. Yes, We are actually studying, besides the rehabilitation projects, we also are looking into some other segment, for example, industrial development as well. So this may be one of our future growth story later on. Of course, we're still studying this segment, and we will know in future, right? We have started doing some ESG studying, I think 2 years ago. Of course, all our projects are actually towards that directions. Going forward, our development centric will be more towards environmental friendly, and also more towards recycling of the resources, water, and as well as the energy, EV, and all these things, this area. We have not really practically go into it, but going forward, we are actually planning something which we will announce in due course, not at this juncture. Yes.
Maybe I just give the values of the companies using the initials NCT. So N actually stands for noble, right? We always seek for the noble cause of whatever that we do. So this is shown in our works, reviving abandoned projects, playing our part in fulfilling our corporate social responsibility as a noble cause to it. C will stand for captivating. We always seek for projects, seek to have selling points that will captivate or give extra values to purchasers. For instance, our projects in Genting having obtained multiple Malaysian Book of Record awards. All these things would give values to purchasers, and they should feel proud to own properties that have such accolades. Trailblazing will be for T. Trailblazing, in other words, means constantly seeking new ways to do things, constantly seeking out new areas to explore. Like what Edmund mentioned, we try to go in more ESG-centric development, right? That will play a huge part in our future upcoming developments at a quite thorough scale. We can see from our project planning that will be our focus moving forward. That's about it.
To add on, I think what is NCT Alliance? I think NCT Alliance is being rehabilitation specialist. I think they are being responsible developer, and whatever that we do, we will make sure it lead to success story rather than abandon story. Yeah, that's what I want to add.